And am I pronouncing it right, Skerryvore?
Skerryvore, that's it, yeah, Skerryvore.
It's a Scottish R in there.
My name is Alec Dalglish, and within Skerryvore, I'm the singer and guitarist, and the main songwriter probably would be how you describe me.
My name's Daniel Alec. I'm the accordion player within Skerryvore.
Can you tell me about your background?
We have 8 band members in Skerryvore now, so it's quite a big group. And we started on the island of Tiree, which is the most westerly of the Inner Hebridean Islands of Scotland. So it has a population of about 650 people, but with different upbringings, different styles. And I suppose that sort of was the foundation for us doing a fusion of styles with Skerryvore.
Like Daniel said, not to be cliched about the whole thing, like we're so unique it's hard to describe. That's not what we mean, but it's a hard genre to describe because we fit into a few different pockets. Because we started the band all those years ago as a ceilidh band who played at kind of small functions and stuff like that for people to basically dance to, and then so that's the roots of the band. But as I started to sort of write some songs, and we became less of an instrumental band and more of a mixture of both songs and tunes, then it sort of crossed over into some more American styles of pop, folk, country kind of thing, because that's what my background is. I'm more of that kind of fan, a fan of those kind of styles. So it's kind of a weird joining of a band who played ceilidh tunes with someone who sings pop country stuff, put into the one thing, if that's sort of any sort of description at all.
There's a whole generation here in my part of the world, on the east coast of Canada, whose music is rooted in Celtic music, Scottish Celtic and Irish Celtic music. Are you aware of, familiar with any of the Canadian East Coast Celtic acts like Ashley McIsaac or Natalie McMaster or Buddy McMaster, older fiddlers?
They're certainly names that we know over here, and I think that they're definitely names which influence a lot of different instrumentalists over this end of the world as well. We've done most of our stuff in the United States, so we haven't been quite as fortunate to get to do all the stuff we want to do, like some of the bigger festivals in Canada. But certainly, like lots of the Canadian artists within our genre are a big influence for people over here as well, and we see a lot of them come over to our festivals. We just haven't had the pleasure of getting over to a whole load over that side yet.
Where have you played in Canada?
We've been, in the last couple of years, we were in St Albert, Edmonton, in the hall there, which is amazing. We managed to sell that out in our first visit there. I think it was about 600 people or something. And then we were in Vancouver, Victoria, BC as well. And then recently we were at Sunfest, which was London, Ontario, just last summer. And that was a fantastic experience as well. It was really great. So we've loved the couple of visits we've had to Canada. As Alex says, we've been in the US a lot more, but the trips to Canada have all been fantastic. The audience have been great. I think we've seen far more Scottish connections there when the times we've been in Canada, perhaps, than we've seen in the US. There seems to be a lot of people with Irish, and there's a lot of focus on Ireland and Irish heritage. But in Canada, it was great to see so many people speaking about their Scottish heritage.
Everybody, everywhere in the world, every musician has been really affected by the pandemic. It's pretty much leveled the music industry globally. And I was just wondering, without being too dire, how it's affected Skerryvore.
Pretty heavy. We were in the US when it sort of got to its worst point, and we had to cancel. I think we were 9 days into a 25-day tour. We've since lost 3 other US tours. We were supposed to have our 15th anniversary. This is our 15th year with the band, and we booked a castle in Scotland, Inveraray Castle, that we'd sold 3,000 tickets for. A lot of North American people coming over to join us in that in June, and we had to sadly cancel that. event as well. So it's affected us, obviously, like many bands and musicians. We've lost a lot of shows, but we also had to adapt, and we managed to get a first #1 track during the pandemic. We recorded a track called Everyday Heroes. It was a tribute track to our national healthcare service, NHS, and amazingly it got to #1. So we managed to achieve that during lockdown, which was maybe wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for it all as well. So we try to look at the positive side of things if we can, you know.
I saw that you had a #1. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
I see that you've done a live stream concert recently from the O-Band Distillery. How'd that go?
It's just Saturday there. We did our first live stream since we did our last gig together 6 months ago from the Clydeside Distillery. It was in Glasgow, actually. And yeah, it went really well. It I think, exceeded all our expectations, and it was great to have such a support, because we have toured quite extensively over the years, and that's kind of paid off somewhat in doing the live stream, because there was people tuning in from all over the place. So it was good that all the travelling kind of worked to help make the live stream thing possible. You know, there was still people out there looking for some live music. So it's a weird dynamic, as I'm sure you'll be aware yourself if you've tried doing any of these things, where you're just finishing a song and then looking around your own living room and wondering if it was any good at the end of it, you know. But it went well from all the feedback we've had from it anyway.
And how can we follow what you're doing?
We're on all the usual suspects, you know, Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and we try and keep people updated kind of pretty regularly, like especially like now we've got nothing else to do, you know. We're on social media all the time. We used to have nothing to say on social media, and now we've got loads of stuff to say. So we're always there if people want to check some stuff out and send us a wee message, you know.
Okay, well, I'm sure my fans will have some questions for you. Great, guys. I'm sure I'll be talking to you probably next week. You'll be interviewing me and torturing me. So
yeah.
So
thanks. Nice talking to you. And
nice to meet you, Jimmy. Properly.
Nice
thanks.
Talking to you.
Take care.
Great. I'll see
All
you.
the best.
Bye-bye. You too.
Cheers.